Welcome to Pro Gold 2 Daily Tournament. We're going to have a little gamble. It's a fairly easy course. So if we shoot 7 under, we're going to get 400 credits. If we get closest to the pin, we get a little bonus. First tee. Here we go. It's a par 5. These are middle tees. So we can hopefully get one reasonably close. And that's in a pretty good spot to begin. Second shot uphill. We're going to knock a 5 hybrid. Try and get onto that green. It looks good in the air. It's not going to trouble the flag too much. We get a nice bounce, and these are very fast greens. I happen to be in gold 2 right now, languishing in gold 2. And this is a putt for eagle from 25 feet. Can we get it close, ladies? Can we get it in? Oh, what a start. We can't argue with an eagle on the very first hole. Straight onto number 2, par 4, 347 yards. Maybe just knock a 3-wood up to the, hopefully to the centre of the fairway. See what we can do. A little fade. As per usual. Want a good number in. It's a tricky number. It's 112. Gonna have to try and pierce something into the pin. And got a lovely bit of spin there. Gets below the hole. Has a little breaking putt right to left. We need to get early strong, and it is a birdie. Hole 3, par 4, 311 yards uphill. I'm going to club down to a 5-wood and keep it left. There's so much trouble on the right hand side. It's all waste and bunker. We want to try and take less club in order to just grab and hold the left hand side of the fairway. Reasonable job. We've got an uphill lob wedge. Keep it left of the pin because it's going to spin off that slope and just trundle down very nicely to about inside 10 feet, which is nice. This is a birdie putt. What a start if we can make this. And it's just going to trickle in. It does. And it's yet another birdie. Keep us going in this vein, please. 4 under after 4. That 65 is looking pretty on point as we go to the next downhill. Trying to hit a little fade around the trees, but a little bit scared to mess with them too much. You don't want to be in them. Nice bounce, kicks to the right. Doesn't quite stop it landing in the rough. And we've got a little, again, like a longish shot in to this green. A little heavy-handed, I would suggest. And, yeah, it's a fairly long putt. 25 feet. Can we make it? We seem to be working well with this flat stick. Don't want to jinx it, but just get this within a foot and I'll be very happy. Well, it might do better than that yet. Just creeps towards the hole and dies right there. Tap in par onto the next par 3. 118. Got to try and either force a sand wedge or I'm going to try and knock a P wedge down. Just got to keep this high. A little bit of fade, take some distance off. Always going to be long, I fancy, but 18 feet, you know what, for such an awkward distance, I will take that, and I will take this with 2 arms. Got a bit carried away, obviously. It wasn't that close, was it? But there we have it. Another par, just settling into the round, onto the 6th par 4. Got a club down to a 5-wood. Very easy to go off this fairway. It cambers over to the left to right. Need to aim it left and just fade it back a touch. That's pretty much perfect, I hope. Don't like the look of it leaking that much. But actually, yeah, it's good. Got 98 yards. I'm going to have a look at this green. It's a sloper. I want to be long rather than short because it could run all the way back down. And get this approach right. Pays dividends. Did not do so. Green side did not make the green. And now have a long chip. Everything slopes. The landing spot is crucial. Gets the check. Gets the line. Gets the hole. It's another very unexpected birdie, but we'll take that. We'll take it all day, won't we? 5 under through 7. On to hole 7, par 5. It's downhill. Landing spot again. Lots of fairway to the left, so we just see if we can get up there and find a fairway. If we've any chance of getting on into, that's the ticket right there. And it just lands nicely, trundles up to within about, say, 7 iron distance. So 169 into that flag. Everything's sloping again to the right. On the flag, nicely hit, but just a touch long, 33 feet. But it is for eagle. It's a big sloper. It needs very careful finessing. See what it does. Pace looks good. It could just be, yeah, just leaking a bit. But hopefully to within tap-in distance. And that is another birdie. Onto the par 3, 141. Just going to try and hit a nice approach. Just right, left of the pin there. Try and capitalise on this purple patch we seem to be having. And that's a nice shot. It's a bit short, but you can't argue with that. 13 feet for bird. Got to play good shots, string them together in these daily tournaments. There's pressure on it. You've got to try and get on that leaderboard and make a name for yourself. And this is a slightly uphill left to right breaker. Got to give it the right pace. Important that we do that. So we're taking a bit of extra time just to get it to turn into the hole. Another birdie, 7 under after 8. Really are going well at this point. As we conclude the opening 9 with this uphill par 4. Going to lay up short of this bunker here. There's a bunker there that could easily be, you could get snared in. So we're going to try and drop it short of that. And that's nicely played. Just short of the bunker. Leaves 88 yards. Full wedge. Full lob wedge up there. Get it nice and high. Just get it to land. Actually, I took a sand wedge there. I didn't like the idea of going too short. So just have a look at that again. Yep. That's a great shot. It's just another uphill left to right breaker. Putting is everything in these tournaments. Putting for dough to see if we can finish the front 9 with another birdie and get it in. Oh, it's short. It just kind of died on the slope at the top, but we're 7 under. That's out in 29. Par is 36. On to the 10th. We've got another par 4. These are nice short holes. It's middle tees. We're not going crazy. We are being aggressive, but not with club choice. Lots of waste and rough on the left here, and everything funnels towards it. So you see, by going short on club there, if I took driver, I'd be in the waste now. And it's just landed up nice and short and given me just a really nice sand wedge in. So we can try and capitalise on that. See if we can get it close. Oh, it's fallen quite short there. Perhaps needed half a club more. Only got 77 miles an hour ball speed. So perhaps a bit of a heavy contact, but we're putting uphill again. I'm liking these putts. And it's just short once more. But it's a tap-in birdie. Hole 11, par 4, 377. We're just going to, once again, seems to be working. Strategy is get it on the fairway, sort of 9-iron P wedge, sand wedge in, widest fairway, probably on the course, must be 150 yards wide. And, oh, what do we do? Yeah, we miss it. That's not good, but hey-ho, we've got 120. We've clubbed up to a P wedge just to allow for the 10 or so, 12 yards this rough's going to take off it. And that is short, and that's a surprise to me. And we're left with a chip uphill, which we want to try and get as close as we can, obviously. And that also runs a little short, little 6-foot knee knocker now. Going to take a bit of time over this, because we can't afford to get complacent having such a good round. If we do, then of course these putts are that much more difficult, and that's what happens when you keep leaving yourself those 6-7 footers for par. It's a first bogey on the scorecard. Chance to bounce back on hole 12, a par 3, just a 9-iron. Just try and compose a little bit, don't get too carried away too early. And this is going to be short. Is a theme developing? I'm not sure what's happening. I'm suddenly going short, and my short game, usually the most reliable, has deserted me just for the now. Really have to try and just calm down a touch, I guess. This is a very crucial putt. We don't want to go another bogey, and thankfully we didn't. Chance to get back on the birdie train with this par 5 13th. A good drive is, as always, needed. Driving's been a bit better today, and that just flares out to the left-hand side of the fairway, leaving a 9-iron in. Oh, it's quite uphill. I'm going to club up 8. 8 possibly might just do it. Let's have a look at this green. Again, look at the slope behind that green. That's ridiculous. I would rather be long than short. Short's just going to come back off the green. Long might be too long, this club. It's a 7-iron for 149. It's just going to go past the flag as advertised. Catches the slope at the top. Makes its merry way down. It's only very fast greens though, so I'm still 24 yards from the pin. But this is an eagle putt, which we could really do with right now if we're to jump onto that top 10 leaderboard spot for this daily tournament at Te Arai South course. Just gone long, but can't be disappointed with a little tap-in birdie. Back to 7 under, and we have a reachable par 4 on the 14th, 252. Lots of waste and trouble and strife on the left. Don't want to be there. It's kind of between clubs. I'm going to be a big ninny and lay up with a 5 hybrid. I just don't like it. I think safety now is the best policy. I'll just try to nurse this score home. I'm still... Okay. Yeah, that's usually what happens when I lay up. It all tends to go wrong. Perhaps this is the wrong approach for me. But now I have a stupidly difficult chip out of the waist from 34 yards. And that's gone long. And now I'm in trouble. And that was all because I took a safe decision on that hole. I should have just either smashed a 5-wood or a 3 up there. Now I've got to try and get this short game, get me out of trouble. I've no idea how that stops on the downslope so quickly as it does. But now I'm struggling for the par. Should have been putting for at least birdie, and it's short and drifts away. Gives me a bogey from nowhere, and I feel that is a result of my tentativeness. 15th hole, we've got to snap back into the aggressive but strategic mode we've been in, and that's decent. We just got to compose ourselves a little bit, as there's only 4 holes remaining. We just want to get home with a reasonable score. We have got a reasonable score. We've got to keep telling ourselves that as we flight it towards the pin. Long bit of extra adrenaline, I don't know, and for good measure it trundled off into the fringe. And now let's bring this short game back into the fold and try and get something a bit closer than the last few shots. That's decent. We're just gonna tap this in for the regulation, and yeah, they just got to calm ourselves a little bit here. Just pouch it, take your par, move on. 3 holes left. We've got a reachable par 4 driver. We're not laying up at this point. We need a couple more birdies, I feel. The big score would get us certainly in the top 5. Just drifts into the rough. Fortunately, not the sand. I would hate another 23-yard bunker shot. Not been my favourite medicine today. But another high little flighted chip that rolls out. A little bit far for my liking, but still a good shot. And yeah, we've got a nice birdie chance here just to keep us home. I'm feeling a bit tentative on the putts at this stage. Pressure just gets to you a little bit. It really does. And there's anger now. I really should have made that. But that's just the way the cookie crumbles. It's a bogey. Unbelievable. We're now 5 under after being 7 under at the turn. And remember, we've got to shoot 65 to get our 400 credits on hole 17, par 3. Just get it on the green. 20 feet. I feel like I'm leaving these long putts for birdie that is not helping me at this point in time, and I'm just trying to compose and make a good stroke here. And it going towards the hole, it must go in. It lit! How dreadfully cool. Yeah, I think that's what happens when you when the luck starts to turn slightly against you. But well, we desperately need a good finishing hole here. Feel like we'd let ourselves down a bit on this back nine. It's par 5, so we've got every chance. If we could hit a fairway, which we do, and that's 185 in. It's a perfect 6-iron. Just want to get it to run up that big long green. Got loads of availability on that side of things. Can just run up to the hole, hopefully, and decent approach. Now then, 11 feet. One of my subscribers asked me why I don't leave the green contours on all the time. I like to get an idea of where the break is with the contours, but then I like to pick a spot, like an intermediate spot, visual, and that's what I'm doing here. And this is for an eagle, and this is to actually make it a decent round, and it's in the hole! We've got the 7 under we required. We're 7th on the leaderboard. That'll probably drop down to maybe 20th by the end of play. We did manage to get our 400 coins, which is always nice. Let's have a look at some stats. 10 fairways, 13 greens, 12-yard hole out, 28 putts, strokes gained plus 9.5. Nice to see the tee going back into the black on that, but those 3 bogeys on the back 9 really did kill what could have been quite an awesome score at the end of the day. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm trying to grow this channel, and I will post more weekly and daily tournaments as I strive to get into the Diamond League. I have been there before, actually, a time or two, but it'll be an interesting journey if we can keep this going. Thank you so much, guys. This gives me good motivation to play well, and we'll see you next time. Take care.